Hey everyone, Tony G here. So, in today's video, we are going to be doing the modified Thomas or the hip flexor stretch. Now, as part of our lower extremities series, sometimes when we do have back pain, it could be both the hamstrings and or the hip flexors, as they are agonists and antagonists that actually cause back pain. Now, typically because we're always working and we're at a desk and we're all crunched over, our hips get very, very, very tight. So, keeping that in mind, you want to make sure that you are stretching them out every day or every other day if possible. You know, everyone's schedule is a little crazy, but you got to do the best you can, okay? So, we're going to be using a stretch strap for this. If you do not have a stretch strap, you can use a bathrobe or a rope or a very, very long belt to accomplish the stretch. Do not let lack of equipment stop you. It's the poorest excuse I've ever heard, okay? Now, for this, we're going to need a table or a bed with a pretty solid edge. If your bed is spongy, you might actually slide off of it, so keep that in mind. Not saying that the stretch can be done standing. We will also be doing a standing series as well along with this, but these are the ones where we're just doing laying down, assuming that you have some form of back pain. Doing a standing stretch can be quite painful if you're standing and trying to do it, not to mention the balance factors that you have to keep into consideration. But keeping that in mind, let's just go straight into it. Now, I don't want to put my shoes on the table because that would destroy the table, so let's kick them off here. And what we're going to do, we're going to take the strap, we're going to wrap it around our foot, and we're going to drop it off the edge of the table. Now, in order to keep our pelvis and our nice and neutral, you want to make sure that you're bending this up opposite leg. If not, what happens is your pelvis will be down, your spine will actually be contorted this way, and that can actually cause more back pain. You don't want to cause more pain while you're trying to alleviate pain. Okay? So, we're going to have this knee bent, the other leg bent as much as possible. We're going to throw this strap over our shoulder and we're going to pull it across our body. And we're going to tug till we feel a nice gentle stretch through the hip flexors. Now, as always, as we are stretching, you want to make sure you're not doing any jerky motion and you're not trying to rip your own leg off. You don't want to pull as hard as you can, but you want to be nice and controlled, okay? So we're going to tug here. Let me get my timer going, and we're going to go for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and relax, okay? As always, when we're doing a stretch, you want to come out of the stretch, relax, shake the leg loose a little bit. That always feels good. Give yourself anywhere between 5 to 10 seconds between the stretch, just allowing the fibers of the muscles, the myosin and actin fibers, to come back into their cross-link. And then we're going to pull it again. And here we go, right? Strap over the shoulder, nice, good, gentle stretch, and just relax the leg. And we're going to pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, and relax. And just shake that leg loose. Okay? For the last one, I will not be counting out loud, but I will be giving you some pointers and tips on what to do while you're doing this, okay? Now, as our leg is coming back and we're pulling, you want to make sure that your back is actually flat up against the table. You don't want to start arching your back, because if you are, that means your hips are very, very tight and you don't want to be pulling so hard. Another thing you want to do is you don't want to necessarily drop into the stretch or drop this leg down. Keep this leg up nice and tall. Let me get my timer going. Ready, set, and go. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Now, while you are doing stretches, there are some yogis who will integrate some breathing. And I always say that when you're stretching, you never want to be holding your breath, okay? When you hold your breath, you store tension in muscles and you can actually give yourself a hernia depending on what you're doing, depending how hard you're pulling, or you could just irritate your muscles, okay? So you want to just be breathing nice and regular. And there's our 30-second mark, okay? Now, unfortunately, you could do this on the other side of the table, but you won't see it from that angle, so I'm going to just switch around. I'm going to just change the angles up a little bit here, right? And we're going to stretch our right leg here. Now, of course, you would just go to the opposite side of the table, keeping the leg bent, and this is actually a very interesting view now. And, right, we're just going to pull. Now we're stretching our right hip flexor, making sure this leg is bent so that we are supporting our spine so we don't irritate our lower back. And we're going to pull across the body with the strap so we get a nice bend in our knee. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. And we're going to come out, straighten our leg, shake it out a little bit. Control the breathing, and we're going to do this one more time. Set number 2, here we go, ready, set. Every time, remember, you want to pull just a little bit more to get a little bit more of a stretch right here through your hip flexor, okay? Some people might feel a little bit lower into the knee area. That means that their rectus femoris, so their main quad, is very, very tight. Or you could actually feel it into your hip flexor, depending on that. Okay, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. And relax that leg, bring it up and straight, okay? Now, it's important that you don't skip this phase. You always want the muscles to come back to their original position so that you could get the most stretch out of them, because you don't want to tear anything, right? You don't want to pull the muscles apart and then don't give them a chance to recoil, okay? It's very, very important. I can't stress the importance enough, okay? For this last one, I'm going to just give myself a nice gentle pull. I'm going to set my watch here, and we're just going to go 30 seconds. Okay, remember, right, you want to integrate the breathing into this process. Take a deep breath in and out. Nice and slow, okay? You never want to store tension. You shouldn't be holding your breath and stretching, okay? You can hurt yourself. So just nice deep breaths, as the yogis would do, or you could just breathe normal, however you prefer. And we're coming on 30 seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and relax, okay? That was a hip flexor or a modified Thomas stretch. I hope you enjoyed. Please, everyone, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future videos just like this. Thanks, everyone.